a $1,660 and $2,250 flat Social Security benefit for everyone. It's all highlighted right here in this article, which I want to bring to your attention here in this video, as this was introduced by the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, and I want to share with you exactly what they're saying, because this is not the first time we've heard a proposal like this, where they want to turn Social Security into a guaranteed basic income program where everybody gets the same dollar amount based on their status. Well, I'm going to pop this article up on the screen here in just a second so you can see exactly what they're saying, and this is going to be pretty real. Now, super fast here, I have a quick question for you. How do you feel about this? Would you like this idea of everybody within Social Security getting the exact same dollar amount rather than this huge divide that we have? Some people getting hundreds of dollars, some people getting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you down below in the comment section if you feel like sharing, but what do you feel about this whole idea? All right, now first up, before I pop this article up on the screen so you can read exactly what they're saying here, and again, I will talk you through the details about this, I just want to say this. Over the last couple of years, I've seen multiple proposals like this. This is certainly not the first one. However, here's what's interesting about this one. This one just so happens to be the lowest of the dollar amounts that I've ever seen coming out. I've seen other proposals out there suggesting a $2,000 flat Social Security benefit, a $2,200 flat Social Security benefit, and even $2,500 flat Social Security benefit. In this one, they're talking about $1,660 flat Social Security benefit. Yeah, right? Time goes on, but the amount gets smaller and smaller. Figure that one out for me, right? Exactly. Anyway, let's pop this up right here, right now on the screen, and you can follow along, and I will paraphrase exactly what this says. Okay, obviously this year we've seen a ton of changes out of Social Security. You know that. I've talked about it so many times. There's a lot of different things that are happening right now. However, with all these different changes, and as you can see here in this article as well, they're suggesting that basically turning Social Security into a guaranteed basic income program where all beneficiaries would get the same dollar amount. Now, let me break those dollar amounts, because at the beginning of the video, you heard me say a couple. $1,660 and $2,250. What is that? Well, as you could probably see here with the article, what they would want to do is turn Social Security into this GBI program, Guaranteed Basic Income, where an individual would be subject to $1,660 monthly. Meanwhile, a married couple would get $2,250. Figure that one out. Again, just think of that. An individual, $1,660, a married couple, $2,250. So I'm just going to say this. If you're married, you really get stiffed in a big way, right? Because one person is getting $1,660, doubling that would be, what is that, $3,320. But rather than that, you're getting like basically, what is that? Almost $1,100 less than doubling the individual monthly benefit. You kind of see that? That's crazy right there. But anyway, that's exactly what they're suggesting. Now, if they were to do this, and again, I'm just going to say this much. I think this would honestly be a stretch for them to do something like this. I would not be shocked at the same time to see Social Security be either changed into a guaranteed basic income program or possibly be replaced with a guaranteed basic income program way out in the future. No time here now, but in like 20, 25, 30 years, I would not be shocked one bit if they do turn Social Security into a guaranteed basic income or even replace it with that type of new program. Okay, but that's a long time from right now. I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. But what's super interesting about the article here as well is basically what they're saying is that this would reduce monthly benefits. You probably saw this on the article there. This would reduce benefits for about 3/4 of the population, and it would raise benefits for about 1/4 of the population. So, according to their numbers here, about 1/4 of the beneficiaries get a benefit below $1,660, and obviously 3/4 get a benefit above that dollar amount. Now, to also put this into context, as of March of this year, so just not that long ago, a couple months ago here, as of March of this year, according to Social Security, the average retirement benefit was $1,997. We're just under $2,000 as an average retirement benefit. Obviously, that's not everybody. That's just the average for retirees, right? Obviously, that number is changing all the time because there's a lot of people that are coming out of the program, some people that are going off the program every month, but nonetheless, net, people are coming on to Social Security. Anyway, This is what they're talking about. And again, super interesting that this was actually mentioned and discussed by the CBO. Again, Congressional Budget Office, right? It's kind of like the group that like calculates all the numbers and like runs through all the legislation that lawmakers come up with, and they're like, hey, cool bill, but this one's going to cost X dollars over, X period of time. 10 years is generally what they use as kind of the benchmark. But super interesting here, right? Again, I would love to hear your comments down below. If you want to share, that's totally fine if you don't want to either, but how would you feel about that? Now, I'm just going to make an assumption here. It's never good to assume, right? I think we all know how that goes, but I'm just going to make a quick assumption here. I would anticipate anybody getting significantly below $1,660 a month as an individual or $2,250 as a married couple would think, yeah, let's do this. Come on, let's roll. Let's do this right away, right? And I'd think probably people that are getting above $1,660 as an individual or above $2,250 as a married couple would think, no, not a chance. Don't touch my benefit, right? Super interesting. So we've been seeing a lot of this back and forth and a lot of division. I'm just going to say that. It's not how we want to see it. I mean, here's the thing. We've all paid in. We've all spent years and years and years of our life paying in through Social Security payroll taxes. We're basically just having them take money involuntarily. We didn't come to them and say, here, please take 12.4% out of every single dollar we make. Well, it's actually not technically 12.4%. It's 6.2%. Half is paid by the employee, half is paid by the employer. It's 12.4% of every dollar that's earned that goes into Social Security, up to the threshold of the maximum $176,100 this year. That's a whole nother topic. We've talked about it before in other videos. But my point is, it's basically a government micromanaged, maybe I should say, it's a government micromanaged savings account. It's kind of what it comes down to, because they just took your money automatically every pay period, every time that you got paid when you were working. Maybe you're still working, they're still taking it, right? And then they hold it, and then at some point later in your life, they say, here, you can draw on this a little bit and we'll pay you a little bit back, right? It's your money at the end of the day. So why is there so much division about this? It's our money. Just pay it back to us, right? And that's literally what the purpose of the program is. Take money, hold it for us, and at some point when we get to be a certain age, we can draw on that money and kind of follow the rules of the program. I don't know. What's so hard about that, right? It's pretty clear cut. Just pay us back the money. That's all the people really care about, I would anticipate. So anyway, I'd love to hear from you down below. Otherwise, hey, if you want some more certainty right now with all of this massive uncertainty, all this confusion and frustration, hey, check this out right here. This is the phone number for a team of trusted advisors. They're helping you with all of your Medicare. Seriously, if you got any questions about Medicare, if you need any help with your Medicare, whether it's the initial enrollment in Medicare because you're turning 65 or you're retiring, if that's the case at all this year in 2025, again, here you go. I'm serving this number to you on a silver platter. My hand's not quite a silver platter, but just imagine that it is. I'm serving you this phone number right here on a silver platter. That'll be by far your best resource to get you the best plan at the best price with the best coverages for you and your personal situation, so you can see the doctors you want, the providers you want to see, the prescription coverages if you need any at all, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to visit. They'll look through all the 20,000+ plans across the country, and they will find you the best plan for you and your personal needs. Again, you hear about this sometimes as well. Some of these different advisors out there that are giving bad information, pushing in people into the wrong plans, that's not what these guys are doing. These advisors are working on your behalf, representing you to help you every single day. Seniors, every single day are being helped by these advisors. And again, they're finding the right plan rather than just saying, hey, get this plan over here. Yeah. No, they're finding the right plan for each individual person and their personal needs. Now, here's the situation. We all have different needs. My medical needs are different than your medical needs. Your medical needs are different than your neighbor's medical needs. Your neighbor's medical needs are different than the guy down the street. You know what I mean? Seriously, that is the power of having a trusted advisor on your team working on your behalf to find you the best options rather than just some dude working out of his closet trying to get some wrong plan so he can say, yep, got me a sale. Yeah, got somebody signed up. No. The advisors here are helping seniors get the right plan. Here's the thing as well. 90% of seniors are on the wrong plan. Can you imagine that? 90% of people out there are on the wrong plan. They're helping people find the right plan. And again, Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Medicare Part D, Medicare Advantage, whatever it happens to be, whatever is the best fit for the person, not the best fit for the advisor, the best fit for the person, the senior that needs the plan. They're doing exactly that. So you've probably seen this in the headlines a bunch lately. Yeah, some people are getting some massive trouble out there, but not these advisors. Why? Because they're doing things by the book and they're helping people out in a massive, massive way. It's incredible. By the way, the average senior that they're helping is saving $1,100. That is the average savings. Obviously, disclaimer, that is not guaranteed, not for everybody, but you don't know unless you ask. Okay, some people save more than that, some people save less, but my point is it averages out to $1,100 of average savings per senior. That's incredible. I'm not sure about you. I would gladly save $1,100. That's nearly $100 a month. What could that do for you? It's a lot. Anyway, make the phone call. Seriously, call them. They will help you. 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes on the phone could possibly save you a boatload of money and get you significantly better coverages and get you what you actually need. And just think of that, the security of knowing I got myself the right plan. This is good. Anyway, you know the deal. Here you go, right here. Phone number, serving it to you, please. Write that phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you've got to do. That's your team, okay? That phone number right here is your dedicated team of trusted advisors. That's your exclusive phone number for you here in this community. All right, anyway. Let me ask you a huge favor. Who do you know that needs this information? Friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, anybody that you know, please share that phone number with them. They'll be incredibly appreciative of you for sharing that information. And when they save a boatload of money, they'll come to you and say, "You saved me so much money. You're a hero." And who knows, maybe they'll take you out to dinner or something. Or maybe they'll take you out to ice cream. I mean, seriously, right? You never know. They might do something cool for you with all that money they're going to save. So anyway, thanks so much for doing that. And again, just want to do what I can to help all of you here in this community. Otherwise, if you're new here, if you've not done so yet, please consider subscribing. 100% free to do so. Big subscribe button right down below. Feel free to share the video. Big share button down below the video as well. Otherwise, popping up on your screen in just a minute, you'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, down below in the description, you'll see a bunch of hand-selected popular videos for you there. Check those. Otherwise, in the video library, there's almost 5,000, well, I don't know, almost 6,000 videos, actually. I was like, what are we at now? I don't know. It's almost 6,000 videos in the library. Check some of those out. Otherwise, just stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching. Truly appreciate you. Have a good one, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video.